everyone. Welcome to my Workers and Resources Soviet Republic series. I'm going to aim for about 30 to 45 minute videos per episode of the series. We'll kind of just see how far we go along with the series. Still trying to find my voice on YouTube. Still trying to make it entertaining and fun for everyone. So I figured a good game that I was kind of getting into was Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. So I figured kind of just a fun start. Something that's kind of, going to be lower key, easier, where I can just kind of have fun with it. So sorry about the audio. If there's any issues kind of early on in the series, I'll hopefully have them addressed by the end of the series, and we can kind of build a community around playing different type of games. So I don't really have a specific genre of game I like to play, but just kind of games I get into. I like to play them pretty consistently. But anyways, Workers and Resources just fully released today with a couple DLCs that dropped, one of which being the tundra and the more Arctic colder regions, which I'm not going to play because I'm still pretty new, but I will do a random map for this series. Unrealistic, so everything's going to be hard. Everything's very realistic, maintenance enabled, frequent, serious for global events, fires. And the only thing we're going to change here is, well, I already did it before the recording, but 1960 start date, and we're going to keep the lock start according to year. So yeah, let's keep going here. Amounts of lakes, I'm going to bump this to 0.32. Terrain height, I do like it when it's a little bit more hilly of a game, so I don't go all the way, but I just go just 5 down. Tree density, I'll just do 1.25. I think that's usually a good number. And then forest amount 1.25. I like leaving the rivers as 2. I don't like to go up to 3 or anything. I just like 2. And I don't want anything built. I want everything that I build to be built by me. So now we kind of know what my settings are. I'm going to do a quick jump cut so that we can kind of get right into it. And if it's not something that we like, we'll just we'll kind of do a re-roll. But I'm just going to do a jump quick here, and once we're loaded in, I'll be right back. Alrighty, and we're loaded. And I also just got an achievement. I don't think we can see achievements the way I'm streaming, but we are loaded in. We're going to hit pause real quick so we're not running the game. So first, I don't like how this river, it kind of just made itself bigger. It didn't really make 2. Actually, is it counting? Is it counting this as a 2? No. What is cool? I said 2. Alrighty, well, I don't like how we only have one river, so I'm going to re-roll, and I'll be right back again. Alrighty, after like I think 3 rolls, I've officially found a map. I didn't record me continuously re-rolling. I kind of wanted to find something that I was gonna like, and then just pull it, and then continue the recording when I found something. So yeah, here we are in our start of our republic in the clouds. So I did take a quick look at the map before I kind of brought everyone back, just to make sure that it was something that I liked, and I did indeed. Oh, I really like this cove, but this is not what I was looking at, but I do like this cove. Quite nice. What I was looking at though is down here. So kind of my requirements I want, and I learned it from watching Charlie plays Workers and Resources, is I wanted to make sure that I had a large custom house, and this just was nice that it was so close, but a small customs house was right next to it. Just added bonus. I don't really need it, but added. And then the river in the mini map there that it made a split. It was 2 rivers. It is still kind of technically only one, because for majority of it, it is one whole river. But this does export out, which was the goal. So anyways, as I said, I believe I'm going to settle over here at Messina. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. And Volca. Messina and Volca. That's where we're going to start. So first we have to figure out where we're going to plan to settle. And I did take a little bit of a look before we hopped into it. So this is a good gravel spot. I can get about 76% here. But the kind of one that was really exciting to see was back in here. This is quite a large gravel quarry, even though it is on a hill, so I would have to flatten. It is quite nice, right? So I could make a gravel industry over here, but I also realistically could just make the gravel quarry a small one here, which quick exports in and out. Also can bring a train over, so it loads and then exports, loads, export. So I could make some decent money quickly. One thing I have not checked, and it'd be good to check, is what do we have for oil and for coal, because those are, again, very valuable resources. If we take a look at our current price on the global market, so coal sells for 13, or I can import and buy it for 15, which is not ideal. Oh, sorry, that's if I process it. If I manufacture, it will, if I just mine it, it is 7 to sell. And same with iron is 15 when I process, and 6. So coal is a little more valuable than iron, and I don't know where any iron deposits are without the resource research. Where is the research? Here's steel. Oh, iron, sorry. Yeah, right down here. I passed it like probably 3 times. So anyways, let's see if we can find where any pumps are for oil. Hopefully nearby, so we can at least start pumping oil, because if we take a look back at that money, oil 41, just crude oil, no need to do anything with it, don't even need to turn it into fuel or nothing. We can export it for 41 barrels. I believe it's 41 per barrel that you export. I don't really know how it kind of judges. Maybe somebody in the comments can leave. How does it judge what 41 units of what? Liters, ounces, gallons per barrel? Who knows? Maybe somebody. So it would be good to have some type of oil nearby. So we'll just quickly look around, and if it takes me a little too long to kind of find it, I might just do another jump cut to once I have found it, just to save some time. But I don't want to be, I find it and then, or I do a cut, find it, and then I have to come back. So there is some here. Oh, that's perfect. There's some back in here, which is a little difficult because we'd have to cut through this mountain to get to it, but it is there. I've never really had the luck to figure out kind of where these spawn. I do know coal generally goes around the mountains. But see if we can find any other oil. Come on, oil. Oh, we got some more gravel. I mean, regardless if we can find oil or not, we're going to settle around here just because it's a good place. I just would like some oil deposits that are relatively, I mean, we could do over here because we don't need people to man this pump jack. It just kind of does it. Just need electricity so it starts pumping. But I think I'll do that. I'll cut here, and I'll be right back once I find another location that's not behind this mountain range. Okay, we're back. Long story short, we do have oil here. It's a bit a ways away from our starting. Oh wow, it's further than I thought. This is our starting location. Wow, it is a little bit further than I thought. But I was scouring around, and honestly, I can't find anything that's relatively close to our start. So oil might not be what we want to do right off the hop. But there is some oil around here, and I also managed to find some oil around here, if I remember correctly. No, it must have been over here. Yeah, it was over here, so it was even further, but it is next to another border. So I could put one here and then just have like a way in and out, but again, we need power to run to it, and there's no point for power, so it doesn't really make sense. So we kind of have, that was weird, we have oil amongst the 3 lakes, I'll call it, I guess, and then we also have oil behind this mountain, which would be nice if we could just kind of skirt past it and not have to deal with the mountain, but it's not the way it's going to seem. So anyways, that's where we have some oil. I don't know if it's going to be beneficial. I mean, it would be beneficial because we can export it tremendously, so we might have to just make a wrap around and go get it to save us money, which is okay. But I didn't take any look at coal. I was just focused on oil. Normally coal's a little bit easier to find. Yeah, there we go. So we have some coal here, a source, which that's, you know, we gotta cut it all out. Oh, here we go. Perfect. This is actually great. We have a source right here. Get a good large quantity of coal next to our gravel too, which is perfect, and on the, oh, I was gonna say and on the water, but it's just a small lake. All right, so I guess that's kind of the pre-planning done to kind of figure out where our resources are. We figured out that oil is not going to be our current primary source of income for our first little town that we do start near the border, which is usually highly recommended that you start at the border and not ways away from the border. Oh wow, there's even more. There's oil here. Quite a lot of oil actually around these 3 lakes. So quite a lot, yeah. So what I might do for the industry is make oil pumps here, bring out some electrical wiring, and pump it back closer to where the city is going to be, or not the city, but our starter town at least. Pump it back and forth, and then at least we can export just the crude oil, and then we can power it. So it is a bit of a ways, but I think it's worth it. So let's at least get that set up first. Get something going. And sorry if you can hear a printer in the background. Apparently they're printing a manual. So anyways, so let's start figuring out the process for pumping oil. I don't know if you want to get a maximum of the quality source on the pump jack. I don't know if we want to max it out to 95. Like, it seems like this is the only, what we can get is 95 maxed out, but some you can get like 99. I don't think you can get 100. I've never seen it, but I don't know if like doing like, you know, one over here and then one over here is more beneficial than just having like a 95, but I'm just gonna go with the 95. So we'll just start to place down our these are pump jacks to start a small oil exportation, because we don't need workers for these pump jacks. You don't need workers to pump it back you really don't need any workers to do anything for this industry unless you want to make it into fuel, but we can't even do that as we don't have the oil refinery unlocked, as it is behind research, which we can see here behind the minister. Oh, sorry, commission science. We can see here that I believe it's behind the technical college or university, and I don't see it. Oh, here it is. No, that's plastics. Here it is. So yeah, it's refined design and construction, fuel processing study. So it is behind the blue, which is the technical university. So there's a bit of a barrier to get to it, but nothing too crazy. So we'll just pump export, like it said, for about $41, or not dollars, but rubles, right? Rubies. I don't know. We'll export. We'll make some money off of it. We won't go broke. So let's get these hooked up. And I'm sure everyone that's either played or knows relatively about this game that you always want to start with dirt roads because they're free, they're cheap, and just generally easy. And then you can upgrade to gravel. I don't know about the panel roads, never done them, but then you can go up to asphalt, which is nice. So anyways, I wonder if we can get rid of this. The way to get rid of these purple dots is if you click and then click, they go away. Now this is just one continuous road. I want to just double check to make sure that there wasn't more oil that I'm missing. I think it was only just enough for... See here, like I can put another jack, but it's at 40% quality. I don't know if that's, you know, good or bad, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm just making sure there wasn't room for another jack somewhere, so I can pump out 3 and set them all up. Doesn't look like there is, which is fine. Oh, hold on. Nope, that's just in the water. All right, looks like we got all of them. Just the 2. So let's go bring it back down to our town location. And I was watching, I can't remember his name, but he was saying that if you want them, your workers to go faster, you're better off by placing a small angle so they can actually not have to slow down as much and just go, and then you just cancel the road and then they can go a little faster. So we'll try that, see how it goes, right? Okay, now let's just bring this back around and probably hug around that mountain. I gotta figure out how to, oh boy, how to turn this again. So I'll come here, and then we'll bring it. I can't go. Oh, I can go through there. At one point it said it was water, so I couldn't go through. Just make sure we're not maxing our elevation here. Come through here, come through there, and I'll probably plateau it over here. Yep. End it right there. All right. So that's going to at least get us out to the oil that we wish to do. Start it up. So, man, take some time and effort to record and discuss what you're doing. Anyways, let's keep on chugging along. One mistake I always make is pull out this demolition tool when I want to just remove a road, and when I do that I end up demolishing some stuff that's built, so I have to remind myself to not use the demolition tool but to use the cancel road tool. And I'm not sure if jump cuts would be best or if jump cuts wouldn't be best. So for the first episode or two, I guess I'll just keep you guys with me, even if there's not much talking happening. We'll just kind of hang out. So, oh, that would be, I think what I want to do is put the city, sorry, again, not the city, the little town that we're going to start with. Wow, 100%. This is my first 100 I've ever seen. Wow. That's a whole mountainside. That's just gravel. Wait, so is this gravel too? Oh wow. Okay, I did not expect that. I don't think that was how it used to be when the game first came out, but I think the early part of my town, I'm going to start here, and then this will allow me to branch out into here, and then they're on the water at least. And then around this mountain, to avoid the pollution, I'll probably have the industrial, as well as kind of my exports, imports, construction yard, rail yard, just everything in here. So it's a quick commute back and forth, but it also is a lot more cut off, and they don't really have to hear it or see it. And I think if that's the case, I'm going to run this road back. Yeah, back to about there. And then again, pull out the topography. And I'm going to run it. Give them some more room. Right? Because if we want to have the industrial there, I don't want to suffocate them and not give us room to expand. We can always keep moving, but it's just a good starting spot. Right? And then here will be roughly the entrance to the town, and then we'll have, all right, I'm just gonna lay out the roads for the town. We'll just lay them out, makes them a little bit close. A little bit close, some a little bit further away from the water. Give herself a layout. It feels like he made the snapping a little bit better. It feels like it's more precise, but I'm not fully sure. So, oh, there, that's my boy. I forgot my gravels here. So, but we can easily put the roundabout here and kind of avoid it. I like to make these about 160. And then just gotta delete the start of it so it's a roundabout. And then we can bring this in. And we do have to hook up. Actually, let's make a roundabout here and hook this up and here. And we'll make it kind of a nice big junction. So we'll roundabout there. And finish it. Perfect. So I think, yeah, these two will run in, right? And then I'll have this third one. He definitely made something nicer with the snapping, because you used to not be able to do that. It used to not be that nice. So all right, we'll run this one across, and then I think I'm gonna like start running it, but I'm not gonna finish it because this is probably a main highway out as well to our new construction areas. So probably want there to be more than just a singular singular road. Yeah, this should allow them to go in and out quick. Perfect. And then this will join up. This should join up with... Oh, I wish this could actually join. Well, we might have to just settle with that. I mean, that's... It's not horrible. If they come this way, they're going to have to slow down, but I think most of them should come off of here, right? Because if we build another road and we want to head this direction, right? Yeah. This should then have 3. That's fine. Should be able to head into there like this, like that. Might not need the third road. Does lead back in. Yeah. So let's do this. Delete this road. Have a way in, like so. Then oh, I'll do this. Oh. Whoa. Okay. We'll do that, and then we'll rebuild this because I messed it up. About 160. Delete that and finish it, and then like that and like that. Perfect. So now we have a bit of an intersection where they'll come in, they can go shoot out here, or they can kind of continue on the main drag through the city, or not through just kind of the country roads currently, but the town will be built up here. So let's just get the town connected. Probably 2. I'll probably run 1 into here and 1 into the further, just so they can have a choice and choose. 105 is good. Connect it up. Let's get rid of some of these extra nodes, because we don't need them. Alright, polish some things up. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. Let's get it hooked up now. So hook that up there. It looks like I have to run it like this. Try to keep this one straight and then turn in. Yeah, that looks good. And then we have 2 ways in. So if we want to turn them into gravel, we can do so. Awesome. Okay. That is the starts. That is the starts to our beautiful republic. Okay. All right. So I think the best way is let's get this laid out. So at least it's running back. Then we can put our construction yards in and we can finalize everything on that. And then we can kind of get this game running. And once it's running, a lot of things will start popping off and I'll just kind of leave the game running. I won't pause it anymore. I like to set some things up before the game gets underway, just due to, I don't want things to run when I'm not like anything set up and I'm just wasting time. But to me, once things are running, things takes long enough, and I don't really have any goals or achievements I want to reach in this series. I just kind of want to play and get to the point where we hit that FPS block where we're down to 10. I just kind of want to just play, see what I do, see what happens, kind of probably get to about the 2000s, so 40 years of it, and kind of see where we're at. I think things kind of escalate and build a lot quicker as you get going in the game. So let's get it all hooked up. I think what I'll do is I'll probably just do a jump with once this is hooked up. These two are hooked up. I got the power ran, I got the pumps ran, and I have the designated area with wish for storage, kind of in that industrial area that we're talking about. So I'm gonna get that set up. I'm gonna do a quick jump. I will see you guys once it is set up. All right, I'm back. We started laying the foundation. Right, we did this previously. We got the pumps in, but I started to place the underground pumping stations because with these pipes, they can only go a certain amount of distance before they have to stop and get pumped to another station. So I've just been kind of doing that, just going along. I haven't been taking too long to do it. I've just been kind of going along doing it. But I got inspired to have a bit of a conversation with y'all about what's the goal, what's the idea of the series, why am I deciding to even do it when there's a lot of YouTubers out there that record, make videos, stuff like that. And so as we're building away here, I'll kind of cover that and also cover a little bit more in depth of the game, and hopefully maybe stir up some questions that everyone might have for me that I can answer in the comments. Yeah, let's just kind of get to it. So this is the underground view, so you can kind of see what's going on, but I'll just kind of quickly show you how this works in case you're looking at the game, you saw that it came out of pre-order or pre-release, and you're thinking, oh, maybe it's a game I want to get into. So I'll just kind of show you. I won't really fully explain how it works. I think it's kind of pretty self-explanatory, but these pipes can only go about 338 meters before they end. So you got to kind of pull it back about to 320 usually works. 318 would probably be best. So you just plunk it down, grab the pump. You can mirror these. So if like the road's on the wrong side, you can mirror them with T. Which allows you to flip the direction of where the road is, which is super handy. So you plunk it, grab your underground again, throw it in, boom, and we just kind of keep going. It's a long way, and remember, this is realistic, so everything we're doing out here will eventually need to be built by something, which I'll show you later once everything's done. You know, our construction yard, it'll have to be built by something. It can't just pop itself up and call it good. But you kind of see my spacing's not great. Like this one seems max, this one seems shorter, this one seems even shorter, but I'm sure over time we'll get it. But anyways, so why I even wanted to start doing this, it's primarily just to kind of start my own brand with marketing as a student. Just thought it'd be kind of cool to begin a brand, do something. I mean, I play these games alone, just kind of having fun, doing whatever. So figured it might be fun just to do it while recording. But yeah. Let's just keep going along, placing down these pump stations. placed the wrong input down? This is a 1 in, 3 out. Guess I put the wrong building down. I don't know. It's correct now. Alright, I have to delete this road. Yeah, but that's like the gist of it, why, and I'm sure over time I'll get more comfortable, be able to talk a little bit better, talk a little bit more about different stuff, why I'm doing what I'm doing in the game. But right now it's an awkward period. Just me, myself, and my computer. But anyways, that was just a quick update I wanted to give. I'm going to just continue placing these, and I'll catch up with you guys again in a minute when everything's in. All right, we are back. We have just finished. Oh, well, okay, well, I'm sure some of you noticed the issue. We've just finished building the road, or not road, oil, I guess road for the oil transport, which leads all the way up here to these 2 oil refineries, or not refineries, but just oil jacks. And then as we come down here, as the printer keeps going off, perfect timing. We made a bit of a mistake. I put the pumps on the left-hand side, figuring that this added lane that I added was on the right. It is not. It is on the left. And you can see I also made a couple changes to the roundabout configuration, where I added an extra kind of service road so it can get pumped. And which is perfect because this last one actually reached the back of it, so I didn't have to put another pump kind of in an awkward, weird spot and waste resources. But now I have to figure out this fiasco, because it was supposed to be 2 roads, and now it's currently 1 because I put it on the wrong side. So I think it's not perfect, but we'll delete this, add it back, put that there, and we'll do that. So it's a little bit of a cut across, but I think they'll be fine. I think they'll figure it out. I mean, plus this is it's not going the entire distance, so surely if the game figures what I'm trying to do. But yeah, so we finished the oil, at least finished laying it out. As before, you saw that they were white they were white before, now they're yellow. That is just due to I started the planned infrastructure. So it said, yes, I'm happy with the place they're in, put them down. Let's go. So now that being said that the oil is set up, it is time to actually kind of set up the construction yard, which will allow us to build, right? Because this is great. Got roads, got platforms for oil pumps, got jacks, but nothing's built, nothing's happening. So we need construction, and also we need to set up this gravel processing unit so we can actually get all the gravel, which gravel is expensive. It racks up quickly, right? Gravel, where's gravel? I think it's he extended this too, because this used to be a 3-page. If you look, I'm probably hovering over it 3 times. There it is. It's $7 to buy, I believe, per ton. And big dump trucks can fill 25 tons. that racks up quickly, right? Very quickly. So it's best that you you get your own source, and then you can sell it too if you have a surplus. It's like perfect, right? So let's set up that rail yard. I think a perfect way is if it comes off of here and in, so we don't block up anymore this main quote-unquote main highway we're trying to build through, which can fork off into different directions, which is already not looking great. Oh, actually, hold on, I have an idea how we can make this better. Right, so we'll cancel this. Right, if we cancel this, bring this back, cancel that, take this out to roughly the same spot, because this is a service road, remember. So what we can do is we can add a third, like so. Actually, so if this is a one-way, yeah, this is fine. Okay, then we can go here and here. So they can both come in. Yeah. Oh no. No. I knew what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. Take that away. This comes up and over like the other one, and then in there, and then this coop comes up and in. I'll mess around with this. I'll be back. Alrighty, we have it, the intersection roundabout thingy all figured out. So I found a way that this keeps going straight, which I think works a lot better than how it was previously, where I believe it came from here and then this kind of merged funky and across. Now it comes in. These two lanes actually are the ones that go away. This one is kind of the bypass of the roundabout, which I think is better because it allows them to go to the city quicker, right? And then it goes into the city. So this hasn't really changed, but this roundabout has relocated, as you can see. And then I did take this service road and added another way in. I think I might make this kind of eventually, when it's asphalt, and I can, this will be a one-way, so they can just go from the industrial park in, up, grab the oil that they need, and then come back down, go across, and then head their way out to the border, which will allow them just to kind of a little more seamlessly. So now that that's corrected and it's flowing a little bit better, it looks a little nicer. You know, the town still, you know, streets, that needs to be fleshed out. Now we can do the fun, which is actually starting the industrial park. So we can set up our construction, we can get our trucks, we can get kind of everything we need. Also, while we were gone, I did go through and I did remove as many as the additional purple dots as there was, so there wasn't really many, just again to create it so that it was as little oh, there's a dot I missed, as little construction, because when they do the construction, you want to make it so it's just like kind of one big continuous project instead of them like grabbing multiple different little sections, and then they get distracted, they go off to do another thing, and you're just kind of like, please finish the one dang thing I tell you to do. So this way it takes that stress. So since this is not currently a one-way and it will be utilized by kind of everyone, I will set it And the plans may change too, but I will set it as kind of the way to get to the yards. I think I'm going to leave this one kind of, well, yeah, because I can just turn here and go. I'll leave this one kind of not turned on, quote unquote. It'll be off. Yeah, we can at least start now laying out some foundation for construction. Yay! So this is where the game really starts to get fun. So I think I'm going to do that, pull it across, and then I'll have my construction yards probably, 1, 2, 3, 4 will probably fit in here. Now you get 7. You get 7 construction offices to begin with, and these are the not bread and butter, but it's what sets it so you can build. I do want fuel, and I don't want to clutter up things, and I don't want them to have to go super far to go get it, right? Because they're gonna need it. It's a mad dash when they first get in for fuel, so I might push it back into here. No, we'll place that down first, actually. Then you get 12 of them, which is nice. I'll put the first one there, and then I can place down my construction yards or offices. I'm gonna call them whatever I want to call them, but yes, they are offices. Yeah, so we'll do one, and then we'll do that mirror trick so that they're closer together. And then we'll mirror it so it's further, and then we'll mirror it back. And that'll be 4 of our construction yards. I do like to leave a lot of space between the roads and kind of what I'm planning, just to give myself that room in case I do expand too far. Or if I want to add another road or what have you, right? So I want to make sure it's far enough away so it's not intervening or getting in the way of progress. And so those are there. It is beneficial that I just get all of them down. So I'll probably place the additional 3 on this side. Actually, I'll place them on this side so I can place my storage units here, and then I can have my probably just distribution maybe just here temporarily, just because they'll want to be out of the way majority of the time. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll place these 3 here. Like 1, flip it. 2, flip it. Sounds like I'm saying ribbit. 3, right? So that's all the the temporary ones I can get. No more, no less, but 7 until we upgrade, and then we can get the 12s, we can get the 24s, we can get the 6s and the 16s. So you can upgrade and the number is actually how many trucks you can have. As you can see, parking spots for vehicles 24. So this gives you a good broad view of it's 24, 6, 12. And again, rail offices. These are needed to build rails, which we'll get into a bit later, and probably not episode 1 at all. Probably not for the first 5 episodes, as we'll be slowly building. So anyways, here's aggregate storage. This storage your gravel and everything like that. So I think I might store a gravel. I'm gonna shorten up this road a little bit. Yeah, I think I might store gravel. Where were you? Aggregate storage. I might store gravel. No, it's gonna get congested because all these trucks coming in and out. So I don't want to place the gravel there, because then there's gonna kind of try to come in. They're gonna get blocked because they're coming here, and it's gonna be a hassle. So I'm not going to place the gravel there, but I will place the storages down. So let's just get the storages down. There's a nice, quick, easy way to do everything, because you don't need all of these storage options right off the bat. And you do get as many of these as you want. So realistically, you can place as many as you want, but these cranes, they actually make the loading significantly faster. Instead of just having the open storage, it's significantly faster. It takes forever to load anything, especially at the gravel pit. It takes forever. So something that I like to do, is I like to name them so I know exactly what is going in what. So, you know, this one's steel. I'll actually name it steel storage. Right, so I know this one is going to have steel, and then I'll kind of do the same for all of them. This one will be prefabs. This one will be bricks. And then this one will be boards. Because as you can see here, I don't need aluminum, I don't need wood, I don't need uranium, and I don't need plastic waste, right? So there's no point of storing them. And then you just come in here and I say I want 100% of that. Now it only will store steel, so we don't have to worry about it storing anything else and us wasting money, and then there's no use for it, and it just kind of sits there forever. This way we minimize human error, which granted there'll be tons, but there you go, perfect. They're all set up, right? And then it's like, okay, now how do I get things to these storages? Well, these construction offices won't do it because that's not their job. What is it their job? Whose job it is the distribution office's job. So I place down all 5 right away. Just get them down. Boom. So now we have logistics of fuel. These need fuel. Oh, these also need to be assigned. So fun. So I do... Actually, this would be perfect. The gravel off of this road. Let's place down the gravel just because this does work quite well. Have the gravel just off of here. And again, mirror it so it's on the right side. Gravel. Perfect. So this is another thing too. So we have to set where they're going to get their resources from. So we could set them to get all their resources from the border, which becomes a hassle because they always have to go to the border, come back to, you know, so this is why we have storage. So you can specify where. So see, now it says they get it from the steel, bricks, prefabs, and boards. They're going to get everything from these designated storage, and they can also get their gravel, which I'll just again store this item only. Now it only store gravel. They cannot put anything else in here, which I had an issue before when I was playing, where they just started putting like metal scrap and aluminum scrap. It was just like, why? This is for gravel. So make sure you click it. But anyways, we were setting these right, and I wanted to rename it as well, just so that it's very clear cut that it's gravel storage, right? And again, it'll update in here. Now it's a gravel storage. And the beauty of this is you don't have to. We'll set the border as where they get everything else, because we're not going to be bringing in any of this stuff. And so we get a warehouse down, and then we can store mechanical components, electrical components, but you can't store workers until you get your town up and running, and they kind of do it themselves, right? You can tell them, I want to pick up workers from in town, and oh, that's how it works. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, pick them up from in town at the bus stop, and then they'll do your work, right? So that's how you set the workers into motion. But now you can just you can copy and paste. Now all 7 of them are doing the exact same as the first one. Beautiful. All right. So we want gravel to be stored, right? We want steel, panels, bricks, and boards, which that means we need to get somebody to distribute it. We also need fuel. So what we're going to do is I will tell this to service here, and I want it at 60%. Actually, do 80% full the entire time, and you can load the fuel. Actually, I should probably just get what I need. So this is how you purchase vehicles. You have to purchase vehicles. They also break down. They got wear and tear. They're the whole shebang. Realistic. But these oil tanks is what I need. And I think this has 11 tons of fuel. This can only store up to 20. So it needs to make about 2 trips. But I really don't need this much. I can really get away with this because it's a quick trip, right? So I'm gonna get one of those, and then in here I'm also gonna get dumper. I'm gonna get these big dumpers, 25 tons of gravel, and this fills up to 180, so about 50. So they're only gonna have to make about 4 trips, and then they're completely filled. And the other dumpers that I'm gonna get, I'll show you, which are actually these T138s for the construction site. They only take up 10 tons. So these will not show up as much as I'm probably putting in. I don't know how I was able to buy 3. Crap. I only wanted 2, and I can't sell them because they cost me money to sell. So now we're in the point where I'll probably just leave the game running. I don't know if I'm going to stop unless I really need to. If there's something crucial that's going on. But other than that, I'll probably just keep the game running. I'm really sad that for some reason 3 of them were bought. Even though I was on a place where I couldn't have that many. Which is interesting. Anyways, so yeah, that happened. I'm kind of just waiting to see where they go. Anyways, I know what I do need next. I need some open hauls. These will allow for them to bring in the material. So I'm gonna need about 4 of them, pretty much just 1 for each. Oh, that's where I bought it. Okay, so like I said, I need 4, so 2 can go there, and then 2 can go here. And these are the big boys. These are good. These are good stuff. So I don't know why I don't know. I'll probably see it in editing, but I guess I selected this one. So anyways, this is one of those cases where I'm going to pause because I'm trying to explain while I do. So you tell them to load, right? Load at the customs. You're going to load just fuel, and then you're going to deliver it to the gas station, and you're going to keep it 80% full. And I'm going to rename it. I don't know why this renamed itself. Like, this is Messina, but then this is Storpery. I don't know. I'm just gonna name it Industrial Park. Wow, fuel. There. So now he has the task of load at the border or the customs house, grab the fuel, bring it back, and unload it here. Perfect. So yes, I have all of them that I need. And again, this is the same place. So what I'm going to do, actually I don't want to do, I want to do it on, I think I bought the other ones here. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, actually, sorry, wrong order. Customs house, load, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then you want to tell them to unload, 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 unload. Do not load anything. You just want to unload all of your stuff and keep it at 80% capacity. Right, save some money. So as they head their way over, now I can copy and paste. Now what should happen is these should get the orders and they should take off, which he does. Right, goes off to Messina, grabs everything, and he will drop it off here. It'll be perfect. And now I have to do the same thing with these dumpers. I want them to load just gravel, and please unload just gravel and keep it at 70%. And again, they'll go off. Perfect. So we have a nice little start. We do have to order some trucks and everything, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get our city underway. I'm going to make kind of a bit of a jump cut to it. I'm going to kind of set it up just because it really is only probably my 4th time setting up a little town, so I want to be able to take the time to get it right. I'll update you along the way, kind of what the plan is, but we'll do a jump cut to where it's a little bit more finalized, where you can kind of see where everything's going to be, and I'll probably do kind of the same thing where I purchase vehicles in. I might actually do that with you guys. I might not buy them. I'll just do up the city, or sorry, town, and get the essentials of what I know I'm going to need in the town and start setting things up. And I do know that we do need to set up electricity. But actually, while you guys are here, I'm going to... Oh, wow, they increased the range as well. Add new construction, or sorry, not add new construction, copy. Just now all these... Oh, they should have... I want all of them to have max range, so that they do everything, right? Because originally at 1,000, they really didn't do anything, right? They only really got out here and just barely missed it, but you bump that up, they will do it all, right? Even... Oh, wow, they do... All right, that is a bit of an issue. Good thing I checked that early with you guys, because I will need to actually put construction out there. So I do need to... I'm going to take away this one so that I have the option to put a construction yard way out there. Well, that's good. Okay, well, these are now all set correctly. I'm going to start building the town. We'll put everything that's kind of required and needed, and also set up the heating plant so that they have heat so they don't die. And then we'll probably put sewage out there, because you do have to actually check. You know, we're at 11-ish around here, and then it goes down to about 0.8. So whenever you're building anything, you got to check that slope so it runs to sea level. But anyways, I will be back once everything's kind of a little bit more organized in the city. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right. After a long time trying to sort this out, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here. Hopefully, a couple people that play the game more than me can kind of give me some tips and tricks on about how to build this city. I'm not happy with this. It doesn't go anywhere, but almost every one of these buildings can reach everything. But I think as I was playing, I realized that I don't need them to touch everything, because as long as they can bus, right? As long as they have like a residential area where they can walk to the bus stop, and as long as they can bus themselves somewhere closer to their needs, like school, granted I'll probably put the school nearby, but if I need, I can place the shopping center different, stuff like that. So if there's any comments that you guys have about how I can do this better, please leave them in the comments below, because it's a start. It's struggling. It's definitely completely different than what was seen, for me, at least an hour or two ago. For you, snap of a finger. So it's coming. It definitely needs changing. I think what I want to do is have like block housing. That's what I was kind of doing here. But I need to set it up a little bit better, so it's like block housing, then get on a bus, and then they can kind of ship themselves out to shopping districts and then go back, because I'm aiming for about 2,000 people. So if this bus is going, it can hold about 200, and I can put a couple buses on that route. And don't worry, no time has changed since I've been playing. I stopped the time while I was planning. Good thing I did, because it took forever. And then I can bust them around, but kind of keep the main things together. I think I just need to readjust what I'm trying to do here. I just think I'm spending too much time and getting lost. But nothing else has changed out here. We still just have the tank going. But then we still have to set the electrical and all that fun stuff. But other than that, I think it's a good start to the Republic. When we come back in episode 2, hopefully a couple people, either I have figured out how to do this, or somebody has put in the comments how to do it, and then we can start building up this industrial side with the coal, because when we start getting people in and we can start getting our own workers, with our own workers, it'll help us build all of our infrastructure a lot quicker than having to rely on the foreign workers that spawn in the customs house. So if we can get this set up, I think episode 2, I'm going to focus on planning. I'm going to look up some ways that we can make this better, more refined, how to plan a city, how to make it work best, so that granted I don't have to spend as much time as I did to just continuously scrap it, and I'll probably scrap this. So anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure if you liked what you saw today, which it was something today, that's for sure, hit subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. So I hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.